Hey my little panda cubs. So let's talk about TERFs. And their brand of so-called feminism. And then after the video we'll talk about what do TERFs actually mean when they say they want to protect women? And what does the TERF brand of feminism actually stand for? Michelle Dion Peacock of Richmond was stabbed to death by a man who believed she was trans. He believed in TERF ideology, so he went out and stabbed a woman who he thought was trans for the TERFs. Turns out she was a cisgender woman who TERFs had stabbed because she might be trans. The guy who stabbed her said she was a male acting like a woman. TERF rhetoric, right? And not only did TERFs mistakenly stab a cisgender woman, but the guy who did it said he would do it again. That's chilling. So TERFs are happy stabbing innocent people and would happily do it again. Because law of averages states that, you know, maybe they'll get it right and maybe one of their victims will be trans. How many cisgender women are TERFs willing to sacrifice for their ideology? Does that sound like protecting women? Is that feminism? Going around stabbing black women for not being feminine enough?
I don't think so.
Yassine Senghor, another black woman. She's a lesbian who has short hair. And she says the only times she's ever felt in danger in women's spaces is not from trans women, but from TERFs telling her that she doesn't belong there. She doesn't belong there for not being feminine enough. TERFs have told her that she does not deserve protection. Does that sound like feminism? Does that sound like protecting women?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
That she does not deserve protection and is not allowed to go pee in peace for not being feminine enough. I guess when TERFs say we want to protect women, what they really mean is we want to protect Aryan women. Aryan women who fit like a 1930s stereotype. They have to have long hair and they have to uphold European beauty standards. I guess that's what TERFs mean when they say protect women. They mean protect a very certain type of woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, I guess. That's not to say that you're safe from TERFs, that women are safe from TERFs if they're white. Because look at this, a 9-year-old child. TERFs are attacking a 9-year-old child. She was in an athletics competition, but because she had short hair, she was shouted at with abuse and attacked by another family, shouting TERF rhetoric at a 9-year-old child.
You're sick.
Yeah.
Her mother said her daughter is cisgender, she was born female and she just had a pixie cut. The person abusing the child said if she is not a boy then obviously she's trans. Just for having short hair. And that's a white girl. So you're not safe from TERFs just for being white. If you've got short hair, TERFs think you deserve to be attacked and assaulted. Even if you're a 9-year-old child, that makes me so angry.
Oh, you're a monster.
They want to beat up 9-year-old children for not looking feminine enough. It's horrific, is it not? These people they're evil. I wonder if TERFs are ever going to have that epiphany. You know, that famous epiphany.
Are we the baddies?
Well, yes you are. Another cisgender woman called Tiffany Tiffany is a cancer survivor. She had to have a mastectomy to remove the cancer, sadly. But since then, TERFs have bullied her. They've bullied her for not being feminine enough. TERFs even call her, she says, they even call her Timothy more than Tiffany. Her name's Tiffany, but TERFs call her Timothy to mock her for being a cancer survivor. How evil it gets. How evil can they get? She says she's too scared to go to public toilets because of TERFs now, and they've made her life very hard. TERFs think she deserves to be harassed and abused and not allowed any privacy or dignity. Just another cis woman sacrifice in the name of TERF ideology. It's quite ironic if you think about it, you know, like a perfectly passing trans girl. She's there in the toilet stall having a pee, and she'll come out, she'll probably say hi, and TERF won't even realise. She walks out, but a cis woman comes in, but because she's got short hair or had a mastectomy, the TERF will beat her up for being trans. It's awful. It's moronic.
Unbelievable.
A TikToker creating J Rose also uploaded a video of her being attacked by TERFs. These TERFs mistook her for a trans child. Now, this is important. These TERFs thought that this person was a child. Jay said the woman was following her and verbally abusing her and bullying her and threatening her just for wanting to pee. And this TERF thought she was a child. What kind of people would attack who they think is a child? Well, TERFs obviously, if they're not being, if the child doesn't look feminine enough, creating J Rose is again a cis girl. It's kind of weird how since April it's cis women who seem to be the biggest victims of the anti-trans hate. I actually don't get much hate when I go out, apart from that one place, which I won't and can't mention because of the lawsuit I'm bringing. But most other places, they don't care. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. In fact, girls take my hand and come with me. And then I read all this, it's cis women being attacked. I've never been physically attacked. TERFs seem to be going around attacking other cis women for some reason, rather than trans people. It's strange. Eloise Stomborough, another cis lesbian, says a man shouted at her, calling her a man, a fucking man, going to the toilet at the top of his voice, and then started stalking her for not looking feminine enough. That's what TERFs call protecting women. That's what TERFs call feminism.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Stalking, harassing and beating up little girls and cis lesbians for not looking like a 1930s Aryan. Another cis lesbian, Tay Beals, she tried initially going to the disabled toilet, but a worker told her that she's not allowed to use the disabled toilet because she doesn't look disabled. A lot of TERF ideology seems to be basically lookism, doesn't it? Lookism. You don't look this, you don't look right. Meanwhile, their victims are always cis. But anyway, Tay said then the worker took her to the toilet, but took her to the man's toilet. TERFs took this woman to the man's toilet where a man had his penis out. But TERFs say that they want to protect women from men's penises. Isn't that what they say? So why are you taking cis lesbians into men's toilets then? Morons. Anyway, after she tried going to the right toilet, she tried going to the female toilet, she got kicked out. For not looking like a 1930s Aryan, for not looking like J.K. Rowling's perfect woman. And this goes on. It goes on and on and on. The biggest victims of anti-trans hate in the UK right now, it seems to be cis women. Cis women who are too tall. Cis women who have short hair. cis women who don't dress feminine enough for TERFs. And of course little girls. TERFs love to bully little girls. Nothing angers and kicks up a TERF into a murderous rage more than a little girl. Because that little girl might be trans, you know. And we can't have that. Genocide all little girls! J.K. Rowling screams from the top of her mouldy castle. That way they can never grow up trans. This is what they believe. As The Guardian puts it, whether you're trans or not, the gender police are coming for you. TERFs don't want to protect women. They want to protect the patriarchy. They don't want gender non-conforming women to exist. Part of me thinks that the TERF hate isn't... I used to think that cis women were like collateral damage in the TERF war against trans people. But now I'm starting to think that trans people are actually the collateral damage in TERF's war against women who don't conform to the 1930s Eurocentric Aryan stereotype, you know, to their beauty standards. They want to bully and harass and beat up and attack and murder other women, cis women, you know, for being too tall, for having short hair, because their jaw's too square, because they're not wearing a skirt. I mean, because it seems to be cis women that are getting most of the harassment and most of the assaults in toilets and places like that. They're attacking cis women more than they are trans people, and they're just using the trans thing as an excuse to attack them, to shame them. It's a humiliation thing. You're not wearing a skirt and you don't have long hair, so you're a man. And then they throw this woman out of the toilet and call them a man, and degrade them and humiliate them. So that woman will go home and cry, and next time she goes out, she'll grow her hair out and put on a skirt to make the TERFs happy. That doesn't sound like feminism to you, does it? To me, does that sound like feminism to you?
I don't think so.
Because that's what TERFs want, that's what they believe. So what the fuck does the F in TERF stand for? It's clearly not feminism. In fact, I'm going to stop calling them trans exclusionary radical feminists. They're trans exclusionary radical fascists. The F stands for fascist. I mean, there's no denying it. You don't look white enough, so you must be trans, beat up. You don't look short enough, so you must be trans, beat up. Your hair's not long enough, so you must be trans, beat up. The TERFs are imposing a strict dress code and a strict appearance code on all cis women. And if they fall out of this strict code that TERFs are imposing on society for women, then, you know, they get shamed, they get accused of being trans, and they get beat up. We just want to protect women. Well, yeah. Only if that woman's called Ava fucking Braun, right? I'll see you in the next video, babies. Zippity.